Since moving to Spain, many things have changed, and today I'll share something I never did before living here. Obviously, when I lived in Cuba, my life was different, and I also had all my family and acquaintances close to me. But nowadays, I spend quite a lot of time alone, and I've had to learn to live with that. And also, well, I went to the doctor for the first time, so stay tuned for me to tell you about my experience. Hi. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Sorry about how I look, but I just got up. Today we have a bit of a crazy little video. In case you don't know me, I'm Anita, a Cuban living in Spain, in the northern area, Galicia, which I love. And well, this is my channel, so I invite you to subscribe, give it a like, all those things I'm telling you now so I don't forget to remind you later, and so you don't forget to do it. Well, in today's video, as you saw and read in the title, I'm going to be telling you about things I had never done before coming to Spain. But this video is about just one thing that I had never done before being in Spain. And it's going to places alone, traveling so much by myself, sitting down to eat alone in a cafe. And I challenged myself to do all these things on my own. And I recorded it little by little on different days to share it with you all in a video. In the end, I went on a trip alone, had breakfast alone, went to the doctor alone, used my private insurance, and went to the dentist by myself. I'll also share my experience and the cost of doing this in Spain in this video. And also, well, just spending quite a lot of time alone and feeling safe, because honestly, I feel quite safe and calm doing these kinds of things here in Spain. Not in my country, but here I do, so well, I invite you to stay and watch this vlog. Honestly, you'll see footage from different days I filmed. It's going to be a bit disorganized, but well, that's what it's about. Before living here in Spain, I had never dared to do so many things on my own without anyone going with me, and that's it. I wanted to share this little video with you all, so I hope you like it. I had never dared to go out to eat alone, and I had already been here in Spain for almost a year. It's just that I don't really know where to look, what to do, or who to talk to. Even though here it's totally normal and no one is looking at you, no one is paying attention to your life, people are focused on their own things, and that's something I really like because I had never felt that way before. This time I was having breakfast because I was going on a trip, and that's another thing I started doing a lot here in Spain, traveling by myself. If you're wondering why I do almost everything alone, it's because, well, my job allows me to keep moving around. And many people who are close to me, well, they can't do that, like some friends or my partner. And so for me to keep working, making videos or doing anything, I can travel. I used to be scared to travel alone and would get lost in airports, but now I feel confident doing it. Well, in this challenge of doing things alone all day, I'm going to do something, yes. This has scared me a lot ever since I was in Cuba. And well, here I'm also going to the dentist, so I'm gonna get a checkup. I already had a cleaning done. Recently, I didn't record because I was scared and didn't feel like it. Today, I'm getting a checkup to see if I have cavities. I've attended all these appointments alone. In Cuba, I never went to the doctor by myself. I always asked someone to go with me because I was really scared. Because every time you go to the doctor, they find something, God knows what, and that scares me. So today, I'm also going to do that. I'm going to the dentist by myself. Well, now I'm at the mall because my appointment is around 5 in the afternoon. And I came earlier to, well, relax and spend the day here. And then wait until 5 for my dental appointment because that was the only time they could give me. I have private insurance, which is what I pay for. It's Sanitas, and well, I'm going to a clinic that belongs to this Sanitas group, so we'll see how it goes. I'll tell you more when I'm there. I'm so scared. Tell me in the comments if you also get scared going to the doctor alone. I wish my mom were here so I could ask her to come with me. I really need her right now, honestly. I'm taking shelter here even though I already have my little umbrella. I mean, this is something you just can't go without these days. Here I was at my appointment, and honestly, I felt really good. They treated me super well. This is, remember, my private insurance. Everything was very quick, but what always surprises and pleases me the most is the great service. They treat you the way you deserve to be treated, and that's something that, well, in Cuba, we Cubans are not used to. And well, I already went. Now I came here to a fruit shop that's around here, which I love. I bought some ripe plantains to fry. We Cubans just love fried plantains, and the only place they sell those ripe plantains here is at that fruit shop. And I already took care of my teeth. What they did was like an x-ray and they found out I have a cavity. And they also checked me because I had never been diagnosed with a cavity in my life. So, do I have to take care of that now? But well, I wasn't scared. What really scares me is if they have to operate on me or do something like that with anesthesia. That really scares me a lot. But anyway, I went to the dentist all by myself and nothing happened. Everything went really well. I mean, we Cubans love fried plantains, and you can find them at fruit stands. This is the most delicious thing in the world. Seriously, a good ripe fried plantain with some rice and beans. I already left a stamp like that. It hasn't rained anymore this afternoon because it was raining a lot. You have to walk around with an umbrella, like I already told you, but well, it's gone now. I came back to the town, here to Carvalho, and honestly it's not raining, but it's already pretty cold. The weather is changing. There's Taimi. I'm bringing her the ripe plantains she asked me for because in a Cuban household you can't be without ripe plantains. Her plantains. Didn't you get some for yourself? Yes, for both of us right there. Well, maybe you're wondering how much do this kind of healthcare cost in Spain? Well, I recently went to get a cleaning, as I already told you, and they told me to come back for a general checkup. I just got home right now, and it turns out they found a cavity and they also found something else. Like, I have a bit of sensitivity in my gums, and it's because I have something that requires a deeper cleaning. And well, they did an x-ray and everything. That's it. It's the first time I've ever had this kind of procedure in my life. Because in Cuba, I only went to the dentist when I was a child. As an adult, I don't think I ever went. Things were so bad, there weren't any medications either. To get an appointment, you had to have some connections or something like that. And in the end, I never got a cleaning, so here I am. What I have and what I need to get done. And if you're wondering how much these things cost, well, I'll tell you. The thing is, I pay for private insurance. It's not that expensive. It costs me about 40 euros a month. And you might say, Anita Mateo, but why do you pay for that insurance? Well, with the type of visa I used to come from Cuba to Spain, I had to have health insurance. I had one, so I paid for one while I was in Cuba. When I got here, I switched to this one called Sanitas. Now, do I recommend them or not? Honestly, I don't know. It's the first time I'm using their services, so I don't know much about their rates or prices, but I'll tell you how much it costs me and what I need to get done. If you know more about this, share your thoughts in the comments. Do you find it expensive or cheap? I don't know, I really don't know, and I'm questioning whether I should do it or not for my dental health, but at the same time, I'm really scared because I panic. I'm terrified of doctors. So, going to an appointment where they're just going to check me, obviously that didn't scare me, but actually having something a bit more complicated done, I think that would make me a little scared. Well, here are my teeth. No, these aren't my teeth, but anyway, I need to get periodontal maintenance done. Both arches, I guess that means both of them, and that's going to cost me 93 euros. And the other thing I need to do is a restaurati on tooth 24, which is the tooth where I have a cavity. And that costs me 69 euros and 50 cents. And so in total it would be this, I guess it's this 163 euros. So honestly, I don't know if that's expensive or not. Obviously, people who use public healthcare, people here in Spain, pay less. I don't know, it's different. But since I have private insurance, what I pay for private insurance doesn't cover these things. So I have to pay separately for these things. It only covers like consultations, cleanings. It doesn't cover everything because it's a general insurance without copay or something like that. And well, more or less, that's what I would like, these kinds of things. The cavity, 69 euros and 50 cents, and the periodontal maintenance, 93 euros and 50 cents. So tell me, now I'm afraid to get these kinds of things done, but I should do it for my health, but well, I don't know. What do you think about the prices? In other countries, like the United States, what are the prices for these things? In Cuba, it's usually free, but you can't get it done because they lack supplies, not even gloves, so nothing gets done. And also, the other thing is that you always have to bring a little gift to the doctor, to get things done. So free, well, nothing is really free. But here in Spain, well, that's what it costs. I know it's expensive in the United States, but I'm not sure about Latin America. What do you think about the price for these things? If I do it, my appointment is next month. I scheduled it far out because I'm scared, okay? And well, look, I'm making this vlog for you, but not every winter day is like this. I'm recording this day for you, so there's a record of it. It's like it rains for a week, then there are 2 or 3 days of sunshine, then it starts raining again. But anyway, that's how you deal with it. And on the days when the sun comes out, you absolutely have to make the most of them. You have to go out, you have to enjoy this beautiful weather. But anyway, like I already told you, in summer it's almost always like this, at least since I've been living here. I don't know about previous years. But just so you see that it's not always raining in winter, it's not always raining. Everyone says, oh, it rains a lot, but that's not always the case. The weather is wonderful here because it's neither too cold nor too hot. It's perfect and it's wonderful. Today, right? A month of rain isn't very nice, but today it's perfect. In fact, I'm walking around with my belly out and everything. I don't feel that cold. And it must be around 10 degrees, maybe 14 degrees or so. When it rains, it can rain for days and it's a very fine rain. This river overflows and reaches the top. Look at how much space there is now. After several days of rain, it floods. And I can't come to bring Phoebe here, which is where I bring her for her walk every morning. It hasn't rained in days, so everything is dry. The river is lower now, but, well, more or less, just so you know. If it didn't rain as much, we wouldn't have the beautiful green that defines this part of Spain. Almost the whole north, right? I know this in Asturias. Everything is green and beautiful thanks to the rain. Just look at that green. It's lovely. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I still want to go to the movies alone, which I haven't done yet. It's not that I really like being alone for so long or anything, it's just that this is like a challenge I set for myself. Because usually I'm the kind of person who finds it really hard to go places alone or be by myself. I always like having someone with me, and here in Europe it's really normal for people to sit down and have breakfast. And I just didn't dare to do it. Because you see, in Cuba, if you do this kind of thing, people look at you weird. At the very least, going to a bar and sitting down to have a drink by yourself is like, why are you doing that? Don't you have friends? Or something like that. I mean, people wonder about it, and I was always looking for a friend to go with me, or my boyfriend or someone, but I didn't want to go alone. But here in Spain, people go have breakfast alone, they sit down and enjoy their coffee peacefully by themselves. And I wanted to do that too. It's like when I do it, I feel super European. I've also gone to have breakfast alone. I've done it several times now, and honestly, I feel really good. And that's it. I truly hope from the bottom of my heart that you enjoyed this video. It's a little different, but honestly, I'm currently in the process of planning my next trip, and I'm a little all over the place. So, I hadn't had time to properly edit and record this video, which is why you're going to see it a little disorganized. But anyway, I really hope you liked it a lot. Leave me your thoughts and comments. I'm sending you a big kiss as always, and I'll see you next Friday in a new video.